I'm going to be real with you right now. I feel like I am between two worlds, especially over the last 6 years. How many of you feel that way? I'm trying to build my spiritual practice, as many of you know, but I'm also trying to find a job that won't make me lose my mind. I've applied, I've tried, I've even gotten ghosted in an interview. Like, they never even showed up. I called them, they never called back. I feel like they judged me. They probably went on my Facebook and judged me. It's okay. It just wasn't meant for me then. It was to work with autistic kids because I've done that once before in the past. And plus, I have a certified medical assistant. I did that for 9 years. And you ask, well, why don't I apply for that? Well, it's not who I am anymore. And I don't think it really ever was. It was basically to get me off of the farm that was making my body hurt and fall apart. It was the quickest route I could get to making more money. And I don't agree with the medical field or big pharma. If I was going to work in the medical field again, it would have to be holistic. But, the government doesn't give financial aid for that type of thing because they don't want to empower us. They want us to live off of them. They want us to conform to them, conform to their structure, their beliefs, their teaching. I try to find jobs that I could possibly do, but haven't found one yet that I could get hired with. So I do side gigs. I've been doing Amazon Flex. That over the last 6 months, for the most part, has been quite dead. Very disappointing, and it's caused a lot of strife in my life. It's caused collectors to come after me, to sue me, and I don't even make enough money to file bankruptcy. I learned that after paying a lawyer. Yeah, this year has been quite harsh on me in terms of financial stability. It's hurt years before, but this year I think has been the worst. I just got onto Spark, which is another gig. It's a good backup, a good filler. But the economy is trash right now, so even making money with these gigs, it's getting harder to make decent money. And spiritually, here's the fucked up part. I don't know how many of you are familiar with astrology. I'm trying to get more and more followers that understand astrology. So I have people to relate to. But I'm also trying to get other people to know their soul through astrology because we're not taught that in school. And a lot of the reason for that is because of conformity, because they don't want to empower us. They don't want us to know the power that we have over ourselves. They want us to depend on them, the government. And there are different forms of astrology. So I guess in that understanding, it's kind of hard to teach. Specifically in school, and also because of religion. Religion doesn't approve of it. But the funny thing is that, like, for instance, Catholic, they actually use astrology, and the government actually uses astrology, but they won't teach it. My Saturn and my Jupiter are in squares right now, and so basically I am in a pressure cooker. I'm in cosmic boot camp, and there may be many of you that are feeling the way. I talked to 2 people today that are feeling that way, so that kind of confirms that. So my Saturn and Jupiter literally say that I am meant to create my own abundance as an entrepreneur, my own time, my own abundance. And that sounds empowering until you're in the thick of it. And then you're like, what am I supposed to do? Like, universe, if you want me to live in my purpose full time, you should probably let me win the lottery, right? No. Not when you have Jupiter in Capricorn. Jupiter in Capricorn means that you have to work for your abundance. And Saturn means that you need to show up with discipline. So I need to create discipline, consistency, and structure, while also being creative, and stick with it to create my own abundance. The only thing keeping me from going insane like completely insane is knowing my birth chart. Astrology has been such a guiding force for me over the last 6 years. And it reminds me that I'm not broken. I'm being initiated. And it shows me why this part of my journey is so intense and what I'm actually meant to build from it. Do I know exactly what I'm supposed to do to create this abundance? No. Pluto is in Aquarius, right? And Aquarius is revolutionary and, the future and humanitarian. And I have Aquarius in my 5th house, which has to do with creativity. And, there's other things there too, but that's mainly what I fit it with. Aquarius being in Pluto is supposed to help me transform what I'm offering into being more creative. Okay. And also because of other placements in my birth chart, I am able to draw people in by being vulnerable. Okay. By showing who I really am. If you're struggling right now, you can start here. Okay. Check out your 2nd house because that's your money and your self-worth. And then your North Node. Your North Node, that's your soul assignment. Your South Node, that's your descendant. That's your past. That's what you're learning lessons from. That, could be your past life or your younger self. So because astrology doesn't just tell you who you are, it tells you what season of your becoming that you're in. Astrology isn't fluffy. It's your survival strategy. So if you want help decoding yours, that's literally what I do, along with, spiritual guidance from my light team, from my guides to your guides, through tarot and oracle, for you to use as a tool, a self-help tool on your journey to self-empowerment, living your soul path. Sending you lots of love and light, piercing through the shadows. Namaste.